phoenix sadly shed a tear. It fell on my shoe, burning a big hole. But instead of getting angry, I felt strangely happy, because catching the legendary creature would please the king. At that moment, the phoenix slowly lost its glow. Its life seemed to be slipping away. I couldn't bear it and unlocked the chains. The phoenix looked at me with gratitude, then it shone brightly again, and rose high into the sky. To thank me for my kindness, the phoenix left behind a fiery feather. This feather would help me many times in the future. Later, I returned to the palace. Because I failed to bring back the creature, the king wanted to have me executed. I took out the fiery feather to prove myself, but the feather had lost its glow. Everyone laughed at me like a fool. The king thought I was mocking him, so he ordered the guards to take me to the execution stand. In that critical moment, the feather suddenly shone with golden light. The sky instantly became bright again. It was the fire phoenix coming to save me. It stood tall on the tower before everyone's shocked eyes. Everyone believed I had tamed the sacred creature. They called me a hero, even though the king was unwilling. He still had to place the royal robe on me, but deep down he was full of hatred. Soon the king gave me an impossible mission. He ordered me to find the Princess of Heaven and bring her back to marry him. He thought I would die on the dangerous road, but the king was disappointed. I safely arrived at the princess's gate, but just as I was about to enter, a wall of ice blocked my way. For a moment I was helpless. Then the fiery feather floated into the air. It shot into the ice wall, and the wall melted instantly, but I didn't notice. The little donkey was swept away by the icy water. I soon found the Princess of Heaven, but when she learned she was to marry an old man, she angrily ran to the cliff and pulled me down with her. At the last second, the little donkey appeared and saved both of us. She finally agreed to return to the palace with me, but when she met the king, she said he must have the heart of the ocean to marry her. That treasure had been swallowed by a giant whale. The king called me again. Clearly, he wanted me to do this difficult task. We reached the place he mentioned, but we couldn't find the whale the princess spoke of. Even worse, a giant tsunami was coming toward us. The little donkey pulled me away, and we barely survived the huge wave. Then we realized the island ahead of us was the whale we were looking for. It had been trapped there by humans. When it saw me, it cried desperate tears. I wanted to help, but the massive chains were too strong. Then I suddenly sneezed. An idea came to me. I rode the little donkey and dove straight into the whale's nostril. Inside was a breathtaking sight. I had the little donkey touch the inside of the nostril. The whale felt ticklish and sneezed loudly, breaking free from its chains. Countless fishing boats it had swallowed poured out of its mouth. That was why it had been imprisoned. But I realized I had forgotten something important.